And hello there, guys. Glad to be back. So, we're starting another fantastic run of Hades as we're raising some money for the Trevor project. Hey there, Wobble. Hey, Cheekies. Nice seeing you guys on here. As you guys can see, we had stopped off with me just finishing up the Lernian Hydra last run, and we're going to keep going right now. I honestly forgot what I was using, so fingers crossed I can actually make this work. But how have you guys been doing today? Here's hoping we can raise some more funds for the Trevor project. We actually are halfway to our gap of the goal, which is pretty cool.
Must have been pretty good up here.
I did learn my lesson from last time. Don't try to change out the games, because I just am not able to swap that without it being a big old problem. I'm gonna go for this. Probably scoot this over to the side. I have the chat on the wrong side of the screen for me. There we go.
That one's regenerating.
Getting beat down in PTU currently. Oh, I see how that is. I'm kind of bummed. I recently had to decline a campaign that I'd been invited in to play a campaign. You might have seen that one, Cheeky. It was the one that was getting talked about in the group. And I just, unfortunately, I thought I was going to have time for it, but just because of scheduling for other things, I'm just not going to be able to do it. It's not even a matter of, like, scheduling a day around it. It's just, I've got too much stuff going on. I think you know how that is. We just hired a new person at my store, so I'm having to train them on the evenings, which you'd think would open me up for more time during my day, but not so much. We're also having to talk about getting another trainer for my dog after the recent highway incident. For those that don't follow me on Blue Sky, you might not have heard about it, but my delightful dog, Paratos, decided that he was so excited about his play date that was about to happen that he leaned through the window. Now, we can either confirm if it was him jumping or if he fell, but somehow he got out the window hanging from his seatbelt lanyard. We basically have it wasn't from his collar, it was from his actual harness, and we have attached to his harness that basically keeps him from going too far out a window. But somehow he found a way, and so he was just hanging outside the window from his harness until the metal of the little clip was unable to hold him anymore, and then he dropped, and then he made a beeline for the highway. So I had to jump out of the car, trying to get him, and having a heart attack the entire time. Suffice it to say, that was not a fun time for me. He is totally fine. He is not hurt. We did have to have a big family discussion about getting a new trainer for him, though.
I got one. Got me a car.
Got me a cart. Yeah, it was not a fun time in the Rain Grim household. I'm gonna go with this guy here. That said, I don't want you guys getting too hung up on sad things. We're doing something really good for a fun charity today. We are raising money for the Trevor Project. For those that do not know, the Trevor Project is a group that is an outreach program for queer youth. They help primarily with suicide prevention, but they do also have other fun things to reach out on. If you're looking to find out any more details on that, do check out thetreasureproject.com. They do have a way, I cannot remember the exact thing, but if you are in a unsafe home where looking at such things might be a danger, there is a way for them to, by hitting a certain button a couple times, immediately popping you out of their website to keep you safe. For this stream, I am going to be taking any donation of $5 or more. We'll give you the full choice just to decide my next weapon and boon for the next run. If somebody's already chosen one before that, I will write you down and then I'll do that one next to keep everything fair. For a donation of $10, I will read a short, funny anecdote from your life in any accent that you guys give me that is appropriate. I will put down that I am choosing to refuse any harmful stories or harmful stereotype accents. Just, I think that one's pretty obvious. I haven't really decided on anything beyond that, but if you guys want to suggest an option for a donation above $10, I will do it. I will probably do it, as long as that's not harmful. Let's see. Getting too distracted here. Gonna take the quick favor. If we can reach my goal of $100, I will be running a little short one-shot, roughly 2 to 3 hours, for the top 3 donators in my history. If we get to $200, I'm going to make the one-shot public decision. Basically, I'm going to put up suggestions for what I want to run, and people will get to vote on it. And I will run whatever crazy thing that gets voted. I will preface that if I do the one-shot for the people that donate money, I cannot guarantee that it is going to be a public stream. I would like it to be one, but I first have to confirm with the people that donated that they'd like to do that. If they do, then I will make it a public stream, and you guys will get to watch the hilarity. I probably should have like written this down as a script so I can remember all the things I'm saying, but at least I think that makes sense. So we're going for a $100 goal. We're halfway there. If we can reach that $100 goal, I'm going to be running a one-shot for the top 3 donators. If we get to 200, I'm going to make you guys design the campaign that I'm going, or not the campaign, the one-shot that I'm going to run for people. If it is streamed publicly, we'll also do more fun things there. All donations I receive for the entirety of this month will be going to the Trevor Project. I think they do a great job at what they do, and it's a needed service. I think we've all been having times that we struggled, and it's something that we all could really do with, especially in this day and age, as I'm taking so much damage as I'm trying to talk and not die. There we go. Ooh, Wobble Rocket donated $5. Wobble, what do you want me to run with next time, and what boon do you want? Woot woot. I forgot what boons I had already.
Not here.
Oh, did I hit the wrong thing? I did hit the wrong thing. Good thing I didn't use that up. I'm gonna go for her thing here. Gun run, gun. It's always a gun run with you. Do you know what little boon item you want me to use as well, or is it just my choice? You got it. Thank you so much for the donation. It is very much appreciated. How's your day been going, bud? I'm still feeling really bad that I missed the timeline for your newsletter. Things have been getting busy. There's a lot of stuff I can't say because it's not official yet, but we've been working on something really cool behind the scenes on the channel. And it's just been eating up my time. Nope, and there I go. Whoop. Well, it's gonna be a gun run. Let's do it. Alrighty. See if there's anything that's happening with these people.
So, you lost a duel to the death with an exalted brightsword, did you? They're pretty much the best of the best, so
Probably.
Persephone, my queen.
Oh, please, Nyx. No formalities.
Good times.
Good times, most.
We are pleased.
Well, having built a little house.
I do.
You're back.
Gun run. But I really do appreciate you mentioning that. For those that do not know, on the 19th, I will be having a video going up. Oh, Wobble, what do you want to change it to?
Be very wary of that spirit, lad. It was what brought me here before my time. Although that spear indeed once served me.
Oh, you're going with shield. I am happy to use a shield run. Shield is my favorite.
Always wanted to ask you something, Father.
I did not chronicle all Typhon's wretched offspring, boy. No one did. Some of them sit upon our shoulders now, lest we forget that things...
So these are just the remains of the spawn of the most hideous monstrosity of all time, which you and your brothers slew, got it? I guess putting the dead in their place is all...
You're better off.
Got Orpheus over here.
I heard what must...
Oh, that one. Yes,
Would you ever sing
I shall give it some thought, I think.
some new music? Let's hear it.
But yes, I do appreciate you putting that in the newsletter. For those that do not know, on the 19th, another episode of Poke Professionals will be going out. I had been trying to do them so that they came out in order of the people I interviewed, but that one got pushed up because they will be doing a stream starting on the 20th, going into the 21st, doing a charity stream of different TTRPGs, queer-focused ones, all trying to donate to the trans helpline. I think that's pretty cool, and I wanted to make sure that we got that out there for people to see. That is being operated by the fantastic Sophia over at Nerds with Dice. I think that they've done a great job. They've also been the people that helped me get started with running as a GM. When I did my first PTU one-shot publicly streamed, they were the one that helped orchestrate it.
I'll take it. Need more nectar. I'll take that deal.
Alright, so I got some nectar here. Is there anything that's left to be constructed? It's all gemstone-based stuff. Might do something with the lounge. Just 1 second. Okay, there's a disco ball. I gotta do a disco ball.
Big light refracting orb won't fill the lounge with revelry. I don't know what will.
Blood and darkness, what have you done?
Oh my god. That's so funny.
Prices are a little steep there, I must say.
Port music. Where is it? Good riddance.
Here's the commission.
My memory of music stirs. Perhaps a song would be in order at this time.
Oh.
Zagreus?
I'm appreciative of that, bud. Don't worry, none. Uh-oh.
No, we need to talk again.
I think it's time for their relationship to grow.
Sorry, but this is something that I have to do.
You wouldn't know. What I'm trying to say is, with my sister.
Some of the pressure. What?
I'm saying I know you're doing what you have to do here, Zagreus. And my sisters and I will always try to stop you. But
Meg. She.
Ooh, their relationship is developing, guys. Ooh. I do love the fact that they end up in a very fun relationship that I don't want to spoil for anybody that's new. Extreme measures, Theseus, then seek Poseidon. Okay. I'll have to see if I can find that one out. That one's new to me.
Hey, Skelly.
Doing a shield run here, though. Oh, I lucked out. Shield run actually has a bonus to it right now.
I see you. Alright, I'm ready.
And then, what boon do I want to use? Do I want to punish myself today? You know what? For Wobble, I will punish myself. I will try to get Aphrodite to like me. What was the specific thing under the Pact of Punishment? I gotta double check that one, because I think I can get it. My memory is awful. Extreme numbers, vanquish extreme measures Thesis, then seek Poseidon. Oh, okay, I gotta put extreme measures and then beat Theseus with that. Gotcha, 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 okay. So I'm gonna reduce one of these down. There we go. So extreme measures, each boss gains a new technique, and there's going to be an armored foe. Gotcha, let's do this.
This ought to be interesting.
So what else is new with you guys today? Anything else fun that's happening?
Twin sons, sleep and death. But you, I cannot think of anything I fear, except the god of talking back to me.
My dad is very sarcastic. Oh, I meant to give her a thing.
You have my eternal rose, don't you? I am so very tired.
Alright. I'll take that just because it's the best option. Finally getting around to writing that blog post about magic item auctions. Ooh, that's a lot of fun. I've done a video about that before, or at least kind of, so I'm honestly interested in your take on that one.
Keep them coming.
If you want any way to bounce ideas off, let me know. That is something that I'm actually very passionate about. I personally do agree with you on that one. I don't actually really like magic item shops as they are usually done. Typically because it just incentivizes people to just not use their money for anything else. And two, personally, I think it makes magic items seem a little less, like, mystical and cool if you can just pop off to the shop and get one.
I can take it.
There you are. I bear a message for you, son of Hades.
If I move this to the right...
When certain concepts it describes did not yet all exist.
A waking phrase.
Oh, I can tell you almost anything. However, I would much prefer it.
Okay.
I see you stand your ground against the serpent's flame.
Sorry guys, 1 second. I tried moving the chat over to my side, and it did not like that.
Power of primordial chaos.
Yeah, it honestly, that's how it feels. It feels like you're just walking, it's like, welcome to build a weapon, how can I help you? And then you're just like, oh, can I have like 2 robes of the Arch Magi, a railgun, and a polyphasic disruptor? And it's like, great. That's how it feels like there's a little less of that when you're using like sci-fi, but even then it's like, I don't want all the cool shit to be stuff you can just pop off into the sci-fi place. You gotta build connections to get access to cool shit. Plus, I'm looking for reasons for people to actually need to do more with their money. If all you have to do is just go spend your money on magic stuff, you're not gonna do anything else with your money. Oop. Getting some messages here. Oh, it's a message that Ko-Fi happened. Daedalus Hammer or Dash? Daedalus Hammer. No. No, I'm going for the Dash. Can I interest you in a healing potion on discount? We're having a sale today. But no, literally, Wobble, that's exactly how it makes me feel about it half the time. That isn't to say I haven't done fun things with magic item shops. I'm not saying that there's never a reason to use them. But it does sometimes feel like they've gotten a bit too used. Just because it's sheerly convenient to be like, here's a list of the book, grab what you want out of it. That makes sense. Which again, I'm not going to disagree that for GMs, I do want things to take labor off of them. But at the same time, like, you have to find the balance between facilitating an experience and making it so that it's less of a hassle. Dang it, I'm gonna go with this for now. I was hoping I would get her dash. I always like getting her dash, but I'll take what I can get. Come on, buddy. Oh, shit, I hit the wrong button. That's on me. That is on me. I hit the wrong button and I feel very stupid. I was trying to hit that.
Let's try this instead.
I'll take the heart. Hopefully the audio level is good for everyone. I am always nervous that the audio is wrong on this, no matter how many tech checks I do.
My chaos boon switched to a new effect.
Gold. Hope there's a fishing spot. I do that fishing spot first. I will fix that then. I apologize. Let me up that game audio for you guys a smidge. Hopefully that's better. It might have been because I had tried fiddling with it when I was doing the, trying to get it so that I could run, Slay the Spire for y'all, and I fucked it up.
Allow me, boy, to introduce some of my loyal subjects.
One day I'm gonna get a tech professional that I can pay out the wazoo, because I'm a rich and famous YouTuber. Until then, it's me trying to make things work. There's that. Get me my money.
I shall deal with you later then.
That's that.
Dusty, how's it going, bud? Nice having you in the chat. How's your day been going? Oh, yeah, this is gonna be rough. Going with her.
Thank you, Zagreus.
Aha, I got the dash. That's what I was looking for.
If it's your wish to test the limits of the fine relationship.
Yeah, she's gonna be cranky.
I needed her, I guess.
A loving heart is a forgiving heart.
Oh god, don't you dare start with that, Dusty. The day I start promoting Raid Shadow Legends is the day you guys know that I've been taken over by a pod person. I've tried playing Raid, and I will not make fun of people that do enjoy it, but it is not a game I enjoy. And I will not promote things unless I enjoy them. That is my moral standing. It's the same reason I will not do anything with Displate, because they've been busted using AI generated stuff. And just all the other huge stuff, unless it's something I would actually use in real life, I'm not going to promote it. I only have so much that I can offer you guys, and my sincerity and honesty is one of the few things I can offer. Come on. It's... Oh, your brother-in-law got one? What does your brother-in-law stream? If you're willing to tell us.
This shield's about to get a whole lot stronger. That'll do.
My day was alright, family was out, I played some Total War. Howard. Hard to get sponsorships for puppy dogs. Okay, Wobble, what do you mean hard to get sponsorship for puppy dogs? Is that me or for what they're streaming? And Dusty, you are absolutely right. It is very hard in this economy. Ooh, speaking of in this economy, there were some gold pots right there.
How fares my brother's son of late?
take that, and I'll take a little healing. And screw it, I'll take a little heart too while I'm at it. Sincerity and honesty is all I've got. If I make a mistake, I'm going to come up about it, and I'm going to try to stick to my morals. It's what I'm about.
Already, Zag, or I'll keep killing you each time you come this far.
Oh, to be fair, I would totally and absolutely sponsor something that was like dog products or something. I've got a dog. I'll take some good soap. I'll test it out.
I have some bad news for you, Meg.
That may be so.
We are the Furies.
I'm empty.
Where the hell is she? There's a lot going on that screen and I can't find her. There we go. Whew. They're not all lesbians, they are sisters. They are the Furies. Though they could possibly be lesbians, that much I do not know. I do know that Megara is bisexual, and that is all I'm gonna say on that. Actually, no, is she bisexual? No, I don't. She might be.
Let's hear it, Father.
At least the Fury sisters are all.
That is a good question to have. Does Megara ever talk about relationships? Somebody dig into the wiki and find out.
Up we go.
All I know is that I need to go and beat the ass of that fucking twink. I know you had to say that joke, but at the same time, I wish you hadn't.
Something else.
What's that joke? Paddle faster, I can hear banjos.
More burn flingers.
There we go. After you deflect, you briefly gain 20% critical chance. I will take that.
Moving right along.
The funny thing is I have Aphrodite and I'm not getting enough of her. I was trying to punish myself and I'm not getting any of the ones that I hate. The irony is killing me. Are you getting your money's worth for the shield run, by the way, there, Wobble? I think I'm doing pretty good. Okay, Rain, stupid TTRPG questions. You can only use one size of dice for the rest of your life. Which one is it? Okay, do you mean size as in like the D size, like the D number? Or size in like the size of the die in your hand? Because that's important. Yeah, that's the question. Size or type? Because there's two I have opinions on both. The D number? Oh, that's a tough one. So, logistically speaking, I'd almost have to say D20 by default because most of the systems I use are D20 based. But if I was going to be crafting something, I'd likely want to use a D6 system just because I find that the scale on those is better. But if I'm picking purely off aesthetics, I'd say D12.
Let me see.
So I'm gonna lock in my final answer as D6. But I am going to say that there was like different answers to that question. Just to go into your question about sizing though, I do not like micro or mini dice, personally. I find that they get lost too easy, and I also find that they're too hard to read. And as a GM and a player, if I can't read the die and you can't read the die, I don't think I should be having to wait like 6 seconds. Not even 6 seconds. I don't think I should have to be waiting a time period for you to be able to read your own dice. That said, I also really don't like those giant fistful size dice. I had to say if I wanted my proper die size is probably about the size of a quarter if it was made of sphere. That'd be my like proper die size. You guys know me, I'm almost always gonna have an answer that's too long. It's usually because it matters. Distinctions are important. Come here, buddy. Got the die. There's go.
Message for me.
So many regular tabletops would also become very hard to play without D6. You are not wrong. 1 second. So recently I got turned on to some interesting systems by, I believe it was Wobble. They were asking me about if I'd ever played any other Pokemon or Mon catching games. And I had told them I hadn't, but I had like spoken with some people that ran stuff. Obviously there's that interview I did with the people over at 5 Point Games for their Mon catching game, A Monster's Tale. But that also got me interested in the stuff you submitted. Side tangent, I can't remember if it was called Pokeroll or not, but there's one that you submitted to me that I actually really liked, and I'm actually going to be using some of the stuff that they wrote for their own like lore stuff in an upcoming campaign. So thank you very much for showing that to me. That said, there are some that I just don't like because they're a little too loosey-goosey. So that's my long way of saying, like, I actually really like D6-based Pokemon systems, but I do prefer it when they actually make it so that some things are concrete. Not gonna lie, I do want one big D20 shaped dice. So funny thing is, there's actually a really good dice bag out there. Your cast gains any bonuses you have for striking foes from behind. That is D20 shaped that I think you'd probably like. I'd have to find it. It's one we sell in my store right now. It'd be nice to have a bag that could work as a D20. The problem is, just if it's empty, it would work fine, but if it had dice in it, it probably would be too uneven to work properly as a die. Ooh, next question. You are in hell and the devil condemns you to be playing a TTRPG which you hate forever. Which one is it and how do you thwart Satan and make it fun anyway? Oh, that's tough. Okay. I'm gonna have to pause the game right now because I actually need to get that my full attention. That's a good question. So, off the bat, the first thing that comes to my mind is Fatal. Fatal is a game that I have not played, but I've read enough to know that I would absolutely hate every aspect of its being. Not only for the fact that it's got, like, you know, anus-sized charts and it makes you roll for every aspect of your character, and the misogyny and the fact that sexual assault is such a core component, but also just because mechanically speaking, I think it's very much dependent on shock factor and the fact that it is, like, trying to make you do everything via like roll tables, which I personally do not enjoy. And Dusty, nice try, but I don't hate D&D. I just currently do not want to play it anymore for my own personal reasons. There's nothing wrong with D&D 5e. Like, obviously there's some stuff wrong mechanically that needs adjustment, but it's still a fun system no matter what. So if I had to pick a system that I would absolutely hate Fatal would be the one that immediately comes to mind. There are a couple others that I don't really jive with, but I don't hate them. Now, how do I thwart Satan with that one? I think it would just be me going through Fatal and just trying to make it less edgy and, like, interesting. Because the thing is, I do enjoy... I think it'd be fun to, like, dig into a game...
By the three fates.
...to, like, mess with its charts. But making it so that it was not a requirement and also taking away a lot of the edginess. Because here's the thing, I'm actually... I wonder if I can get away with saying this on YouTube. I'm actually a kinky motherfucker, so I'm not opposed to sex in games. The problem is just, I don't want to typically do that type of thing with random people I don't know that well. And most of the people I know that well, like, we wouldn't need to do that game anyways, if that makes sense. So trying to find a way to make a fun, kinky game with charts and interesting, like, components would be how I would thwart Satan on that one, if that makes sense. Long answer. Long answer is long.
Thank the gods.
Thank the gods indeed. I'm gonna go after coin again. I'm actually really liking these questions. Now I'm gonna pose that question right back to you, Wobble. What game would you hate to have to play, and how would you fix it? I'm also trying to think of these answers while trying to not die. That's why I feel bad I had to keep pausing. Just for those that are joining us now and again, for any donation of $5, I will write down whatever thing you want me to run with, weapon and boon. For a donation of $10, I will take a story you tell me in the chat. Oop, 1 second, I'm gonna die here. And tell it in a funny accent, though I do have the right to refuse if the story is inappropriate or the accent is, you know, a stereotype. I apparently did a very bad story in French accent and then using Goofy's accent. So choose at your own peril. Satan, if we take the Christian interpretation, definitely is the kind of guy that would respect your boundaries. You're not wrong. Satan just had some questions, but I'm not going to get into that. I'm not a theology major. I do not have enough info on that one to properly delve into that, at least from the little bit of information I know. I'm gonna go with Kara. Man, I am not conscious enough to answer that question. Hey, quote me on it for your next TTRPG question thing. We'll answer it back and forth or something. Which is really ironic considering God got a married virgin pregnant without... Yeah, we're not getting into that one. Oof. I'm actually gonna pose a question to the chat now. 1 second. So, what is a TTRPG that you think too many people try to... No, I'm gonna stop that because I know the answer everybody's gonna give. What is the game that you wish you had more time to homebrew? And you cannot say D&D or Pathfinder.
Olympus, I accept this message.
See if I get anything good from that while I fight Lerny.
This whatever time it is, Lerny.
I always pick a bad time to take water.
Not yet. I'm empty.
Ooh, there's a gold pot there. Gonna make sure I snap that up. Come here, buddy. Get that damage on you while we can.
I hear you.
Throw that way. That's a lot of things flying at my face right now. But a tis there. Okay, Lerny. Got it. Whew. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Savage Worlds. I actually have a copy of that, and I've not yet gotten to open it, and I'm very disappointed with myself on that one. It has just been a very busy time. I still have freaking Kids on Bikes and Death in Space on my desk that I still need to read so I can do a video about them. Dragonbane is also a really cool one. I got a starter set for that one. And Mothership. Oh my god, I've heard so many fun things about Mothership, and I just haven't gotten the chance. Here's a good one. You are trying to sell somebody that has never played a TTRPG on your TTRPG. What things do you start with trying to get them to play it? Ooh, I got a question. You're playing a mashup of Pokemon and D&D. There actually was a fan-made game for that. It was Pokemon D&D. Pokemon Company actually got really pissed about it and shut it down. And I'm not saying I have a copy of the rules or anything for it, but I might just have a copy of the rules for it. So create a D&D party out of 4 Pokemon and assign them classes. So this honestly feels a bit like, shit, I forgot the name of the game, the Pokemon game. Mystery Dungeon. So let's see. Pikachu. No, not Pikachu. Felicity, Cleric. We're gonna go... Charmander is gonna be the Sorcerer. Snorlax is gonna be the Barbarian. And... Greninja Rogue. Off the top of my head. Can't forget the Bull Rush. Comes in very handy. Pikachu is not a barbarian. Honestly, if I had to pick anything, Pikachu's probably fighter. Especially if you give it Light Bulb or even an Eviolite, it might be a bit better as a barbarian, but Pikachu as is does not have enough defensive capability to be a decent barbarian. Your attack is twice. I'm gonna go with that one.
All tuned up.
I did go with some of the more well-known for those, but if I was gonna delve into like lesser-known Pokemon, I could probably do it. I would just need to not be avoiding the cat monsters. He does have the move rage. If I was going to be on topic for rage, you'd probably want to have something like Mankey or even the evolved form of Infernape, is it called? But the reason I went with Snorlax for Barbarian is primarily because he has the bulk to have the staying power. When I think Barbarian, I honestly don't even think about damage too much. I just more think of a fighter that has more HP, if that makes sense. Like, Rage, of course, is its quintessential aspect in D&D, but for me, its aspect is the fact that it is something that forgoes defending itself because it has so much defense and instead focuses purely on offense, if that makes sense. I think early Pikachu did. I cannot remember currently. It's always hard remembering from which generation which things happen because they adjust so much. There we go. I think I actually beat that one pretty quickly. Oh, big bad evil guy for this campaign? Oh, that's a good question. So obviously everybody's gonna lean toward the legendaries and the pseudo legendaries. I think that one's too easy. I think it honestly depends on the theme of the campaign. If we're aiming toward more heroic fantasy, I probably would lean to something kind of funny. Maybe Bruxious trying to take over the Sea Edge. There's also the possibility of going with Jinx as an Ice Queen, perhaps. But if instead we're going for more psychological horror, I would probably either go Gengar or maybe even Cofagrigus. If instead we were going for more something like nebulous, honestly, Solosis, the one that's actually a germ, would actually be pretty interesting if we were trying to go with a concept of maybe germs or, you know, the environment itself becoming the enemy. But that's just me going off the top of my head.
Time to pick sides. Thunder time.
You could have avoided this outcome any number of ways.
Yeah.
Apologies, Athena. Not now. I'm out.
Come on, buddy. Where's the last guy? Oh.
Not yet.
There we go. Whew. Honestly, Metapod aren't that bad. They actually are like pretty good fodder since they don't typically have attack moves. Honestly, the one I hate right now is Badoo. It's got stun powder, and it's so frustrating because you're just there trying to get like whatever you're trying to do done, and then it's like, cool, everything's paralyzed. Everything's paralyzed and has poison point, so it's like, god damn it, status effects everywhere.
Appreciate the backup.
I am always prepared to fight whoever.
Don't forget, y'all, if we're able to reach the goal with this stream, For the month, I will be running a Pokemon one-shot for the top 3 contributors. If we're able to get it to twice the goal, I will open up campaign decisions to be public choice, where you guys will get to vote on decisions to make me have to run that, and I will contend with whatever you guys come up with. So make me suffer with my fear of lack of control. Let's do this.
I'll take care of this.
Ding, ding, ding.
Got you, Bullman.
We are at 59% of the goal. I'm very proud of everybody that has participated so far. If you cannot donate, I totally understand. There is no shame in that. We're all going through tough things now. But if you can happen to share this on your socials, let people know about it. It's for a great cause. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Your foes take damage when you're dislodged. Oh. Ooh. Oh, these are all good ones. I'm gonna go with support. Just because I think that works really well with my special, if I remember correctly. Honestly, that's a good question. Who's your least favorite Pokemon to fight with in a typical campaign, not in competitive? That's what I thought. This one works really well with this shield. Taking the shot indeed. There we go. Got me a heart. I'm gonna go with this one purely because I want to try to get that storyline with this guy further along.
What is it this time, stranger?
Just on one of my little jaunts through paradise is all, sir. Happened to be on the way to it.
You think this place a paradise? At least down in the depths, there are so many other souls with...
Let's see, your penitential death. Increase your health pool. I'm gonna go with the one that boosts my HP each time I walk into a room. That's gonna be very helpful. I'm also gonna go with more HP. Oh, I lucked out. Of course, it's a fountain room, so it doesn't help me as much as I would like. But I'm gonna go with the gold. Ooh, there's a fishing spot in here. I am very happy. I love doing the little fishing in this. It's just a silly little mini game, but it's fun. Ooh. I will add in another thing for a donation of at least $5. I will answer any question honestly, as long as it's not going to get me demonetized on YouTube. But if you guys have other ideas you want to suggest, I am more than happy to take suggestions from the fans. I'm not above debasing myself for a good cause. I've done weirder things.
Not now. Blasted fools.
But do also incredibly... Yeah. So I'm currently playing through Platinum right now, and going through Badoo, Zubat, any of the ones that are like, the ones that you get massive amounts of that just inflict you with a status condition are annoying. Like Chansey, I'll fight a Chansey any day. That's so much experience. But you get a Badoo, a Zubat, or like any of the status inflicting ones, and it's like, great, I was going to kill you anyways, but now you've made this frustrating. Gonna go with palm.
A palm of power. Delicious.
Gonna go with the past one. Okay, next stupid TTRPG question from Wobble. You are playing Pokemon Tabletop United. Your players are the kids from Captain Planet. Which Pokemon? Oh boy. Okay, no. So this is fun. Okay. So I'm gonna forget all their names. So forgive me on this one. But I know there's Earth, Fire, Water, Air, and Heart. Their names are escaping me. I need to look this up right now. I know that Wind was Russian, I think. Fire was the dude. Earth was the guy that had like the fro top. And then Water was the other chick. I can't remember her name, but okay. So Earth. I almost want to go Golem, but I honestly think that you might want to go with Knacklestack. Knacklestack would probably be really good for Earth. That's Earth done. Fire. I almost want to say Torkoal, but at the same time, I think Magmortar doesn't get enough love, so maybe that. Thank you for remembering those. Thank you. So Kwame and James, those two, like those, I remember all their faces, and I remember Linka getting addicted to drugs in an episode. That one was wild. And Mati, thank you. Okay. So Kwame, I want to say Knacklestack. I just think him having like a big earthy guy that also is really good at like removing pollution, I think is very on brand for Captain Planet. Because they have that special like cleansing salt thing or whatever attack it's called. Wait, how do you feel about Cricketune specifically? I'll get to Cricketune in a second. James, I want to say that I want to go with Magmortar possibly, just because I think that one's really cool, but it's not quite on the Captain America brand. I feel like there's another Pokemon that's better at like conveying, like taking out pollution, but I can't think of it off the top of my head for that one. Wind. I kind of want to say Staraptor, or maybe even, what's that Swellow one? The fully evolved form of Swellow? Because I know that one that gets it gets guts, which means it gets boosted if it gets hit with a status effect, which I think would be very on brand. Water. I want to say Cursula, just because Cursula is the one that got destroyed by pollution. So I think that might be on brand for water. And then for heart, that one's really tough. I almost wanted to say Alola Mola, because it's heart-shaped, but that's not really quite the right thing. So if I wanted to go with that, that's a good question. I almost want to say Blissey again. And I hate to Tailo, yeah, that's the one. Because it's like Swellow and then Tailo. I just know that the final form has guts, and that would be great for Wind. But for Mati, I want to say Blissey, just because Blissey's like the healing, the heart. They come in their lore. They specifically, if somebody's like hurting, they'll come and find them to help them. So I think that's very on brand. Though Dusty did make a good point about mentioning Vaporeon. They do become part of water, but I don't think they actually become like actual water. They're just like very linked with it. It's the type. To answer your question on Cricketune, I actually don't mind Cricketune too much. I actually kind of like the noise they make before a fight, but this one's kind of odd. Most of the time when I'm playing a video game that has sound, I'm usually not listening to the sound. I've been playing Pokemon for a while now, and I've just had the sound off, and I've been watching like YouTube videos to catch up on my backlog. I've got like 200 videos I need to watch. Ooh. Wobble donated another thing. Okay, that was a great answer there. Wobble, for that, go ahead and ask me an embarrassing question that won't get me demonetized. I will answer it honestly. And it does put us at 60%. We are 40% away from me running a one-shot for you guys. But Wobble, go ahead and hit me with that embarrassing question.
Dare you clash against the champion?
Just don't get me demonetized, bro. Handily. The twink is gone. Huzzah! Tell us your most embarrassing. Oh god. Okay. It's always farts with you guys. Okay. My most embarrassing fart story. Okay. I used to work at a grocery store in customer service. I worked like roughly 12 different jobs at the store, but by my end time there, I moved to work customer service because I got so tired of people yelling at me. So I decided that it was best for me to go and work customer service at the front where there was a camera, so if I did get in trouble, I could be seen. While I was working at the front desk, I had had a day, I don't know what was up, I don't know what I ate, but something had really upset my stomach. I want to guess I just had a lot of cheese or something. And so I had to bend over the counter to assist this old lady because she was asking me a lot of questions and she was very hard of hearing. So I bent over this counter to lean over and like point out something on like this ad read or something for her. And I let one rip that went for a solid 15 seconds. And the way this little spot was set up, it was like an echo chamber. So it echoed.
What is this?
Oh my god, did it echo. And God help me, this lady did not hear it. But everybody in line behind her did, and they all stared at me and gave me this look. And it still stays with me. It was so fucking embarrassing, and like, it was more the fact that like the lady that was right in front of me didn't hear it, but everybody else did. And what's worse is like I was near the registers, so I'm pretty sure some of the people working registers also heard it. They just couldn't say anything. So that one is probably my most embarrassing time for that I'm willing to say while on a stream that can find me later. There you go, Wobble. Was that worth your $1? Was that worth your $1? Are you not entertained? I will say that one's exclusively because it was Wobble. If you want an embarrassing story out of me, you're going to have to pay me at least $10. Wobble gets an exception. Come on. I just want to finish this guy off. How many summons is it gonna have? There we go. Whew.
Nephew, why, the seas appear just about as widely free
They
as-
are, because they gave me their last dollar. I'll give them that. If you guys want something else, you're gonna have to pay me money. This is going for charity. Come on, guys. Are you not entertained?
Now.
Alrighty. Got some money here.
I'll take it.
Even there in your under.
Take that. Gonna go with this, and then Thunder, Heart.
I'm empty.
Tight quarters is not good with this guy. I saw a message from Dusty, and I'm gonna have to check it in a second. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. If I did have money to responsibly share, I would have thought to do some. I do not blame you. Again, there is no shame in not being able to donate. I appreciate the company. It helps me keep myself not bored as I do this. But if you can, share it on your Blue Skies or whatever social feeds you have. Let folks know it's appreciated. It's for a good cause. Let's see. Who is there for board games? 1 second. I'm going to see. I did not get the chance to fully read that message. 1 second. Let's see what we got here. Okay, next stupid gaming question. The Scooby-Doo crew walks into the game shop. Who gets hooked onto Magic the Gathering? Who is there for the models? Who gets thrown out of the store? Who is all about TTRPGs? And who is there for the board games? Okay, so it's basically assign people different things. Okay, Magic the Gathering, off the bat, I want to say, surprisingly, it's Velma. Or not Velma, it's Daphne. If anything, it's because she gets to flash her cash, and Magic the Gathering is definitely a you need money game. I feel like Daphne probably plays a black-white deck. That's just the vibe I get off of her. I don't have a reason for it. I definitely feel Fred is there for the models, especially late generation Fred, who's really good at like building traps. I think precision detail work for building models is definitely on Fred's vibe. Who gets thrown out of the store? It's Scooby. Scooby goes to the snack area, starts grabbing stuff, noshing on it, doesn't realize he has to pay before he eats, gets kicked out. Which is funny because at my game shop, we actually have our dogs that we bring to the store with us. Paratos is not there yet. He is not yet at the stage where I feel confident that I can have him in the store without making a mess. Who is there for the TTRPGs? Honestly, that's Velma. I feel Velma is very much the TTRPG last in that group. And I feel like Shaggy is definitely the board game guy. He's there for the Betrayal. Not Betrayal. He wouldn't play Betrayal House on the Hill. Actually, maybe he would, ironically enough. But he's there for like the Dominion. He's there for the Catan. I think he would definitely be a guy that likes Flux, because it's a game you can just sit there and play and chat. Ticket to Ride also, I think it'd be another one he'd be there for. So that's who I think all the Scooby-Doo groups is going to be there.
Who's next? I can't. Crushed.
Where's the fountain? Where's the fountain? Where's the fountain? It's fountain. There we go. And also eat some things that actually weren't snacks. You know what? Honestly, I could totally see Scooby doing that too. Bonus question. What did Scrappy do to get... Ooh, that is such a good question. Scrappy was there for Friday Night Magic and argued with somebody about a rules question, and then flipped the table and started throwing hands. I think that's what Scrappy did. Also, there might have been a bathroom incident. I feel like Scrappy is one of those guys that, like, just going off that movie, Scrappy might have had a bathroom incident and got banned from that for that too.
Spot.
Him and his puppy power.
Need to keep looking down those passageways.
Scrappy-Doo forgot to flush. I'm definitely gonna say that. Canon.
Whatever, let's try it.
I'm loving these questions. This is actually a lot of fun for me. I'm digging this. It's fun for me to think about as I'm doing these things. I'm gonna pose one to the chat. Who do you think would make the best? Which cartoon character do you think would make the best person to play Settlers of Catan with? And why? Gotta get the reason why.
Not yet.
The question was, if you had to pick any cartoon character to play board games with, who would you pick? And why? It could be the whole group or just one person, but like if you had to pick a cartoon character or a show with cartoon characters, who do you think would be the most fun to play board games with and why? I will be judging you on your answers.
Satyrs. Just the foul sack I need. Goes down smooth.
Ninja Turtles, excellent answer.
Delicious sack of meal for you, boy.
I was honestly hoping somebody would say the Ninja Turtles.
Mate.
Thank you for the introduction, daughter. Now,
I got some replies in the feed. Let's take a look. The main characters from Dragon Prince could make for a fun board game night, I think. Animated, anything that's animated counts. Dragon Prince counts. I have not watched it, but anything that is not live action would count in my mind. So, claymation, animation, stop motion, all that stuff. Oh, good God. Good God, no. I got stuck in a corner there. Let's see what we got here. Stupid question. Hanna-Barbera. Ooh, you have my attention. is revived from the dead and decides to get into the TTRPG actual play market. Assemble a team of 4 players and a DM from Hanna-Barbera cartoon characters. Oh, okay. So, okay. I had recently talked about how I would love to see people, just absolutely love to see somebody make a Wacky Racers TTRPG. So with that in mind, I'm going to say, is it Dastardly? It was like Snivy Dastardly or whatever the heck his name is. We would have him as the DM, I think. No, not as a DM, as a player. There's gotta be Snagglepuss, Pink Panther, and shoot, the shark from that mystery series with the Jabberjaws. Those 4, and as a GM, that's the solid. Josie from the Josie and the Pussycats, I think would make an excellent GM. I think should be fair but creative. System we're playing, Dick Dastardly. Yeah, I think he has to be a player. He can't be the GM. Like, he'd be fun to play with. I don't trust him to not mess around as a GM. And for system, I want to say Kids on Bikes, but I'm not 100% because I think that one's overdone. I would want to say that we're playing something a bit loose, so I think this might be my chance for us to play Savage Worlds just so that I could get the chance to play it. And I think the theme of the campaign would be road race, where we need to get across the continent while also defending ourselves from people trying to steal our cargo. So it's like an overarching like trucker campaign, but we're all operating our own vehicles and we're all like got various guns and all that stuff. I think that'd be a fun game to play with those guys. So it was Dick Dastardly, Jabberjaws, Snagglepuss, and who was the last person I said? Oh, Pink Panther, with Josie as the GM. I think that'd be fun. Also, thank God I can remember my Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
And father thinks my chambers are a mess.
There we go.
In the name of Hades.
Thank you very much, Wobble. It was a lot of fun, and you had some great questions. You need to put those online so that I can answer them when it's, like, not in me chatting. I would love to just vibe with that online.
Going back. Cheers, mate.
Upgrade the battle. Critical chance. You know what? I'm just gonna risk it, and I'm gonna run it.
The fearsomes.
Thank you for lurking, Wobble. It definitely helps me out.
Hate to keep you from your parchment work.
The sass on this man.
Come show your father what you...
I'm out. Can't do that.
I know where you are.
Why don't you tell your loyal subjects to stay out of this?
I will be looking at the chat in just a moment as I try not to die.
Oh, hi. Remember me?
Not now.
Wrestlers of the underworld, heed me and rise from the earth to do my bidding.
I can't.
Wake up, boy.
Oh, there goes the Death Defiance.
We're not finished.
Go back.
I'll take care of this.
Darkness.
Did he dodge it for the last second? Dang it.
Give up.
Enough. Behold. You wish to anger me?
Optimus!
I have them in my sights.
Not yet. I'm empty.
Come on. We're almost there. Ooh, got him.
I must admit, such
Strength. Boy. Boy.
In my father's name.
And we completed it with the weapon from Wobble Rocket Request.
My weapon shuddered at the touch of it.
There we go.
Imagine, if you will,
A successful
the
run.
underworld prince soon meets one of his typical ignoble deaths.
Oh, damn it!
Finally showed you, father.
Oh, hi.
1 second, y'all. I just gotta do one thing. My friend over at Single Step Gaming is doing their stream right now. I want to drop them a quick hello. This over here. Put this back up and get us back to doing what we were doing.
all work is never done.
You have to tell me more about this pact you signed, Achilles. You and Patroclus.
You must safeguard the details of it, lad. Although it's not as bad as you make out. I ensure Patroclus is provided for.
There has to be a way for me to make this right.
You've other pressing matters to attend to, lad. And Patroclus and I have ample time to wait this out. I know you mean well, but do not discuss this.
I do.
Oh, we know he's going to talk about it.
So, you had a run-in with the Minotaur out in the...
How long have you been waiting to use that line, father? Wouldn't put it past you to have sent the Bull of Minos to Elite.
You give me too much credit, boy. The Minotaur...
He's working for you, isn't he?
Most in Elysium jump at the opportunity to do my bidding. Not that you know what that is like. Now go, see how you fare against the bull.
One second. I again apologize. I'm not trying to keep away from you guys. Just... Oop, dang it. Where is it? I was just trying to leave them a comment, and now it's not going. Dang it. This is what I get for trying to do two things at once, guys. Make fun of me. Wait, is that how I do it? There it is. There we go. Apologies on the delay there, guys. My friend over at Single Step Gaming. Oh, there he is, lurked. They are now also lurking here. This is why they're so much fun. They're good folks.
Hey, Orpheus. I figured that
they honestly make a lot better streams than I do. You should check them out, but I am going to do my best.
Imagine such a spectacle, my friend. But certainly I shall attempt to try.
Did he make fun of me just now? Oh, what's this?
Alrighty. But that said, how is everybody doing today?
I think we'll go with this. Who am I to stop the shades there in the lounge from cooking up whatever it is they're making?
What did you purchase now?
Let's go with this one then. Alright, let's see what we've got.
That would not have been next on my list.
I'm just gonna start buying a bunch of random shit with money that I don't have.
The display of dead meat seems very much in theme, I have to say.
You ought to be displayed with all the rest.
Thanks, Dad.
Let's go with this. House contractor, I have a new job for you.
Who requested that?
See what we got over here.
Some water-dwelling beast for you, good chef. Done deal.
Having invested heavily into the cooking area within the House of Hades.
It's alright, wasn't hungry anyway.
Now let's go say hi to Best Girl.
Hey, Dusa. Congratulations on completing your assignment with the lounge. Look at this place, it's better than ever. All thanks to your effort and dedication.
Whoa, this is ambrosia, Prince. But this is for gods. This isn't for someone like me. But...
And there she goes.
A chthonic companion. Dusa, really? You're the best.
Aw, that's sweet. Dusa is just such an absolute sweetheart.
And so, who else is there to be depended on? You are a trusted overseer, Megara. Your station is no...
Thank you for the advice, Nyx. I don't know what I...
We all do that which is within our
There's some
power.
drama going on there.
Not my business. Need more of those, so here.
Maybe let's pop over here and see if there's anything else this guy can do.
Well, I don't see why not. Severus was never keen on playing ball, but on the other hand, who doesn't like a ball?
What do you think the dog shall do with that?
I don't know. He just deserves a treat. He's a good boy.
The fates have spoken.
Oh man, that's a bummer. I thought I'd gotten it.
What's new, Skelly?
Been waiting over here.
A new addition to the old collection.
Okay. I'll take that one. Take that too.
Come, Stygius. Stygius, reveal your secrets.
There we go.
Aegis, I see you stand your ground against the serpent's flame.
Nagling's bored, but take... Okay, I should have saved one of those things. I'm gonna have to unlock that. Let's do that now.
Think I'll take it.
And let's do that run with Nagling's board, I guess.
Grant me the aspect of Beowulf.
Okay, let's see what this thing does. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so it's very much like Charon's bow. Does it only do that during bull rush? Yeah, I think it only does that during a bull rush. Okay.
You call that
It definitely hits like a fucking horse, or a truck though, so let's give that a shot. Let's do this one, where foes deal more damage, I think.
Said I got it already, pal.
Let's begin this one.
No stopping me this time.
Fingers crossed, guys.
Hi, Aphrodite. Lady Aphrodite.
My, but if this isn't...
Yeah, I keep forgetting to give her stuff.
Little Goblin, you must know the 7 types of love by now, don't you? It's quite a complicated field, though...
Gonna go with this one and hopefully I'll be able to trade it out. Interesting. Okay.
take another.
I'll take that. Alright, guys. Interesting. It's really cool to see the design on this thing when you brush it. So it does mean I don't have a lot of ranged options. I got that, but that's not a lot.
Alright, who's next?
This thing does really hit hard, though. I do like that. No worries, Dusty. Thank you for sticking around. I appreciate it, and hopefully you have a great day. I really appreciate it.
What happened last time, man? It seemed like you were rather close, but then we could...
To my health.
Hammer. Thanks to everybody that just dropped by. We are raising money for the Trevor Project charity. If you can, donations are appreciated, but you don't have to. For $5, I will let you pick the next weapon and item I use for a run. For $10, you can either have me read a funny story of yours in an accent, though I will veto anything that is disrespectful or harmful, or you can ask me a question that I have to answer honestly, though you cannot ask me anything that would get me demonetized. So keep that in mind.
Power.
That was a nice arrow pit. What's that?
Riches. I won't have it.
There we go. I'll take her. Interesting. There we go. I'll take that. Let's see what we got here.
I implore the fates.
I'll take that one. I ran out of changes. We are gonna have some fun in here. That ricochet shield is gonna come in very handy.
Time to make some changes around here.
There is.
Wretches, take him now.
Really, Dad? Can be this petty?
Next.
Fortunately, the shield just basically lets me stick wherever I want to be.
A few more moments.
Time's up.
Set that.
Is that the fiery?
Yeah, I'm gonna replace that.
Aphrodite won't mind, will she?
Ooh, man, that's gonna be good. Hello.
Ready, lads?
Come on. There we go.
Back to dust. Olympus, I accept this message.
See what we get here. I'll take that. I don't know why I keep getting him, even though I have Aphrodite's thing.
Olympus, I accept this
Let's see
message.
what we got here. Gonna go with the shopping one. I haven't gotten any real options that wowed me so far here.
Here's the fee. Can't afford that.
We'll make do with what we got.
More ringers.
Who dies next?
There is a fishing spot, which I'm gonna have to take advantage of in a second here. There we go.
Over there.
Go with that. Get this fishing spot
Fishing
here.
time, then. Think I've got one. Looks like a knucklehead.
Don't have enough money for shopping, so I'm gonna go with this palm here.
Power of Olympus.
Gonna go with this. I tend to be more of an offense guide. Don't think those defenses are really gonna do as much as I think they would do.
Hope I didn't keep you waiting, ladies.
Murder? Murder.
that's not good.
Blood in the darkness.
There we go.
Where'd the others go?
You withstood the combined might of the Furies.
Moving on.
That I
Keep
did.
things in power. The gods won't mind.
Alrighty.
So much for Tartarus.
Thank you.
Let's see what we got here. There we go.
So close. Feeling good.
Gotcha. Go with the coins.
Off we go.
Come on. There's that. Shopping. Duo. Where do I want to? I always take the duo when I see those. They're just too good to pass up.
It pleases me.
See what we get here, guys.
Sorry, Dionysus, mate. I can't. Can't do that. Load it up.
There we go. That was a little tighter than I wanted it to be.
Okay, let's say we're settled up now, Zag, and go on being best mates just like before, yeah?
Here's hoping I find a pine soon.
Sure, why not?
Don't make me laugh.
Joof! Apologies. Didn't mean to sneeze right into the mic there. My bad, guys. There we go.
Every time.
This is perfect.
Not exactly what I'd call a great time, but hey, I'll take it. Oh no, not the boat. Shot a little too far on that one. Oh, there goes a death defiance. There we go. Not too keen on that, but at least I got it through.
In the name of Hades.
I have a feeling this run is not going to be what I'd call a good one. Though I did get a fountain, so I lucked out there. Jeez, 1 second, guys. Just refreshing something for the blue sky. There we go.
More bloodless.
This bouncing shield has come in very handy. There we go.
Time to collect.
Gold. Gonna go with this one here.
A palm of power. Delicious.
Gonna go with that one. And see if I can beat this guy. I do not exactly have what I'd call a great setup right now.
How goes it lately, Lenny? Everything just fine?
hoping for some more boons on this run. There is a fishing spot, which I want to make sure I take advantage of after I'm done.
Ready.
Come on, Marnie. There we go. Woo. You return with delicious pizza. Hello, sir. What kind of pizza? And we will judge you on the toppings. There we go. Crustacean.
It's a crustacean.
Let's see.
And enough heat for now, I presume.
Okay, you passed the test. Pepperoni and sausages. This is viable. Okay.
Should I change things up?
Oh, I gotta keep that one.
That's it for us, Fidel.
See if I can get this achievement popped. It's not achievement so much, but it's a thing. Gonna go with Daedalus Hammer on this one.
Let's deal some death.
Should put some extra punch into this shield.
Your bull rush gains a power rush. Gonna go with the bull rush one.
Modified.
Let's see what we get here, guys. Hopefully you're not staying up for me, Wobble. Don't get too tired there, bud. I am ready for more stupid TTRPG questions. I'm honestly hoping that you write all these out and put it on Blue Sky, because I'd love to answer these publicly. Well, more publicly, I guess. It's already public, but you know what I mean. In a way where we can come back to it and laugh.
Weak. The centaur heart.
Let's see what we get here. Gonna go shopping. Ooh, there's another fountain. I lucked out. Let's see what we get.
Okay.
Where are the rest of these bastards? it just the one dude with a shield? Let's see what we get here.
I'm out.
Come on. Finish this off. That was getting annoying. Ooh. Okay, what we got here? A mysterious benefactor says they will pay for anything in the gaming shop for you to donate to a local high school gaming club. The catch: anything you donate, you can never play again. Okay. So that's tough. So are we referring to only TTRPGs or anything at all?
Asterius.
Told the king I tried to stop you on the way. He thought I'd have no trouble. We'll see.
I'm gonna answer that question as soon as I finish this fight. It'll give me an opportunity to think about it. Alrighty, let's finish this fight so I can answer this question, because that was a good one. There we go. Okay, to answer your question, starting off with TTP RPGs, I'd probably put D&D, Candela Obscura, Powered by the Apocalypse, Blade in the Dark. I might toss in Call of Cthulhu in there as well. Let's see. Nothing else immediately jumps off to me that we have on the shelves that I would never want to play again. I might toss in Coyote and Crow just because I have we had a thing that happened there, but like nothing against their game, just I'm not ever going to play that again, so it's something I'd donate. Nocturne Cthulhu, I haven't gotten to play, but I'd still be interested in trying it. I would say Everyday Heroes. We have one left on the shelf, but that game company is dead to me, so that's something else I wouldn't mind giving up. As for anything else, I'd probably throw Magic the Gathering in there. I have a lot of friends that play it, and I get roped into it, but it's not something I actually like go out of my way to play. If I was speaking of board games, honestly, the one where you're trying to stop a contagion, I think it's just called Contagion. It was nice to play once, but I don't think I'd ever want to play it again. Shoot. There's one that's called like Small World, I think. That was interesting, but I don't think I'd want to play it again. It just wasn't my vibe. Let's see. There's a couple other board games that like I can see them, but I just can't remember their names. But there's a couple other board games I can think of that I could do right off the bat. But yeah, those would be the ones I'd probably donate if it was a thing. Stuff that I think people that would definitely enjoy at a high school, but just aren't for me.
empty.
Butterflies finally.
Easy.
Uh-oh, we're gonna hear some noises here in a second. My dog got a hold of his ball. There we go. Okay. But hopefully those answers worked for you on that one. But yeah, that's just me going off the top of my head. It's one of those things where I can remember games, but getting them off the top of my head is hard for me to remember sometimes. Funnily enough, one of these days I would really love to get an actual, like... Jesus Christ, I got trapped in a fuck bucket right there. There, yep, there goes the Death Defiance.
One last shot. That was fully rearmed.
Pain and suffering upon you all.
Yeah, I think I'm about to lose this run, y'all. Oh, there it goes. Yep. It's one of those things where it's just a little hard because I think if people hear me say that I don't like something, that means I think it's awful. And that's never the case for the most part. There are some things that are genuinely awful, but that is an entirely different thing. But there are just some things that I don't vibe with personally that I wouldn't be opposed to never touching again.
Achilles, now that I have access to the administrative area again, well...
I know you mean well, lad. And from the bottom of my heart, where once it was.
You're sure? Well then, I'll wait. But...
I do condone him respecting his wishes.
Orpheus must be in Asphodel. New piece of music. What's for breakfast? Alright then. Ambrosia isn't only for the gods, you know, Dusa. It's for anyone we really care about, so...
Oh, but you really mean that, huh? But you are the prince himself, and I'm just...
You're so much more than what you said. I wish you could see that.
If only everybody in this house had yours, Prince Zagreus. You've been so kind.
It should be more than sometimes that you feel that way as far as I'm concerned. I've never met anybody like you before. My father always told me not to smile quite as...
What? Because I smile?
Aww.
Smiling's just a little something that I like to do.
Dusa, wait.
Dusa is just absolutely precious. What about you, Wobble? What are some games that you could definitely just not play again?
Fair trade. Here's the gemstones, then. I'll take that deal. I need more gemstones.
among those born longest to go within the deepest reaches of the underworld.
United with the darkness. I've just been picking it up here and there, although...
Surely that is not so. Think back on when you started all.
Huh, I suppose.
Aw, that's sweet.
The fated list of minor prophecies.
I gotta reach the surface with that shield, dang it. Mutants and mastermind several board games. Maybe GURPS. I like GURPS, but I don't. Yeah, no, I agree with you on that one. Like, a lot of my friends play Magic, and like, it's not for me. Like, I'll play the cards and I know how to play. It's just
a future aspect. Beowulf is going to be tough.
It's just, I think I've gotten to the point where it's just something that frustrates me more than enjoys. Let's do this. Be nice to be done with this Aphrodite, though I just messed up and didn't give her money. Or give her the nectar.
Strength and beauty.
I think for me it's just the fact that it doesn't really feel like it's Magic anymore. It just feels like it's whatever IP of the day they want to shove onto it. And I'm just not interested in that. It's like, I'm glad folks are having fun with it, but when I play Magic, I don't really want to see Final Fantasy characters or My Little Pony or Transformers. It's just not what I'm after for a game.
Someone's going to enjoy this.
It feels like at this point in time, it just feels more like they're trying to sell whatever they can to bring in people, and it's like, I don't want that out of a game, I guess. I'm not a big kitchen sink person. I don't typically want to have everything everywhere all at once.
My shield grows stronger. I have a better idea.
And it's like, I guess it's the same thing that felt like toward Fortnite and all that. It's like, nowadays, I don't play Fortnite. I wasn't really a big Fortnite guy, but I like remember when it first came out, I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. I'm glad they're having fun. But now it's just like, so there's Peter Griffin, fucking Attack on Titan, Goku. It's like, what the fuck's even this game supposed to be about? That's basically it for me. Like, I wasn't gonna sit here and claim that I knew every bit of the lore, but like, I knew there was a story that was going on with the cards and the decisions and all that, and it's just like, cool, none of that really matters anymore. It just feels like they're throwing something together.
Good enough.
Again, that doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it's not for me.
Right on cue.
Here we go. Hopefully I get the dash. Viridian, how's it going, bud?
Let's go, lads.
We're almost there. We're at 60% of the goal, and we're having a fun time. You missed Wobble make me tell a horrible story about myself. For those just joining us, hey there guys, we're doing a charity stream for the Trevor project. For every $5, I will let that person tell me what things they want me to use for the next run, weapon and boon. For a donation of $10, I will read any story you guys put down in an accent that you submit, as long as it is not inappropriate. With an additional $10, or not additionally, sorry, 1 second. For $10 as well, I will also answer any question honestly, as long as it will not get me demonetized. With that said, if you guys think of anything else that you want me to do for money, I'll listen to the suggestion, though I cannot guarantee that I will definitely do it. Oop, that was a trap I stood on. Where are they? Oh, they're there. Where are you? There you are. And I will take that. Well, you can always try getting another one. I think the two they had me do so far is Goofy and French. But other than that, how's the moving going? Hopefully nothing too disastrous. Where the hell is that sucker? There he is.
Gemstones.
There we go. Come on. Oh, Jesus Christ, how many of them are there? There we go. It's going okay. I think things are ahead of schedule, but I've got like... Oh man, trust me. I've moved house so many times, and you think you're done after you get all the boxes packed, but once you see like how messy everything is with like the voids, it's just so... Oh my god. I remember when we were moving my father's house once, that dude was a smoker too. So we moved some stuff, and like you don't realize the residue that gets left from smoking in a house until you're coming to clean the walls. We also didn't realize how yellow the house was until it's like, oh, that's what white is supposed to look like.
You found me, Artemis.
I'd love to know that.
I'll take that.
Where to?
Oh god, not the palm. I think the shopping over the palm. I hate the palm. It never really feels like it's worth it.
pay for that.
It's gonna be a nightmare. Yeah, it is gonna be a nightmare. Sorry, bud. Yeah, smoker houses are the worst. Like, having lived with somebody that was a heavy smoker, it's so awful how much nicotine turns houses yellow so fast.
If it's punishment you want.
You hear me do so?
Gorgon coming through!
Doing do so. We're only getting started.
Come on. Dodge these blasts. Looks like I'm right into the trap. There we go. Got her. I mean, I feel that. I've got so many little tiny knickknacks in my house that I'd just be heartbroken if I had to, like, dispose of anything. That said, I have been trying to clear out a lot of my house lately. I just had to store a bunch of my stuffed animals downstairs. The new dog is a sweetheart, and I love him, but he is very destructive, and I cannot have him eating my stuff. Some of those stuffed animals are vintage, and I would not be able to be happy ever again if I broke. And that is facetious, but yeah, he's been gnawing on stuffed animals, and I can't let him eat them. Alrighty. The thing is, like, he's not even that bad of a chewer. It's just, this one's gonna be kind of mean. I told my partners I didn't want to give him stuffed toys because I didn't want him to learn that stuffed things means he can chew them for this exact reason. But we did, and so he has chewed on stuffed animals in the past, and I just can't risk that happening. And the thing is, he's not malicious about it. He doesn't seek them out. But if they're there and he feels like chewing on something, he will just gnaw on it.
The place is crawling with these. Ready.
He's not malicious, he's just a puppy, and he wants to chew on the things. All of the things.
There we go.
Nothing.
Burn flingers.
By the way, I forgot to mention, I do love the idea. I do love the term maximalist. Like, this is my stuff. I'm not losing my stuff. There he is. There we go. stuffy defense maneuvers. Well, it started off as like, the funny thing is, he's weird. He doesn't just chew on things. He likes to find the corner of one thing.
Fan. Blood and darkness.
And then he will take that one corner and he will chew the ever-loving crap out of it.
Let's say we get things started. Sounds good.
It's like, well, we specifically got this one toy that was meant for heavy chewers, but I guess they were accounting for them to just go after every side, because he picked one leg and just went to town on it. And it just, we eventually had to throw it out because it was just like there's no chance that he wasn't going to swallow a piece off of it.
I sense you have in your...
You beat me once again. There he goes.
Treasure trove. Let's see what happens here.
Private property.
So many of them.
Fine. Help yourself.
There we go.
There we go.
He is a sommelier. He will pick one leg or one spot on whatever the hell it is. We got him a double-ended rope toy. He picked one side of the rope. Only chewed on that one spot. We get him like... we recently got him a Jolly Ball egg, and that has been better. Primarily because he cannot get his mouth on one spot of it. The downside is, though, he's been trying. He looks like an anaconda. He will pick the wide end of the thinnest edge of this egg toy, and he's just trying to get his mouth around it so that he can like carry it around. And he's like, it's too big for my mouth. I'm gonna keep trying.
Hear me on my authority.
You know what? I would like to think that he's being considerate, but I don't think that's the case. But I do appreciate the kindness of like you trying to come to his defense. He is a little sweetheart, but we are working on him being a dum-dum. I don't know if you follow me on Blue Sky, so I don't know if you saw this, but we recently had an emergency happen with him. He jumped out of a car window and went onto the highway. So that was not fun. That was not fun for Daddy. Daddy had to go running in the highway, trying to desperately get Doggy, that does not have a recall yet, to come back to Daddy. And we have been trying to get the recall, it's just not a thing we've gotten to yet. He is still too skittish outside for us to really work on that.
Why, thank you. Good enough to eat.
Yep, he is totally fine. Just to clarify, the dog is totally fine. So the long story short is, he has a harness that we put on him for when we're going out to places. with that harness, we attach a little like seatbelt like leash inside the car that attaches to a headrest. So it's supposed to prevent him from being able to like go much further than being able to poke his head out the window. Somehow, we don't know if he jumped or fell or what. I'm heavily leaning to the fact that he jumped. He got outside the window. So, for a solid 2-ish seconds before he slammed on the brakes, our dog was hanging outside of the car from his leash on his harness. So there's a nice spot on the side of the car that's got chipped paint now from where that metal was rubbing against the metal of the car. And then eventually the metal of that leash couldn't handle it anymore because he's roughly a 60, 70 pound dog. And it snapped. And then he went bolting for the highway. And that was at which point I had gotten my seatbelt off and my door open. So I'm chasing him down this street as he runs onto the highway. I thankfully was able to get him to turn around. But yeah, that was scary. That was not fun for me.
Betrayal, little Hades. Of all my nephews, you should know better than this.
Sight like this. He's angry now.
Jesus, where is this all coming from?
Stay dead.
There we go. Ooh. That was a lot going on.
Steady now.
I almost have to take it just because I need to kind of healing item.
Tidings of you.
At least it got me some healing so I could fight this Lernian Hydra without dying. Oh man, I'm so sorry about the dog. Like, fortunately you were close to home so we walked home, but mine was not smart enough to do that. The only reason I think that he actually started walking back is we were going to a doggy play date, and my dog is afraid of people, but he has what we call a doggy override. If he sees another dog, he is very happy, and he will want to go see that other dog. So fortunately the person heard us yelling and came out with their dog to see what was going on, and he saw their dog and he's like, oh, dog, I'll head toward that dog. So that, I think, is what our saving grace was, is that they brought their dog out, so he decided to, like, he did not see the dog when I got him away from the highway, but once he was back on, like, a normal road, that's when he saw the other dog and went, like, toward them. So that helped. There we go. He definitely loves dogs better than people.
Right.
We have found that the best way to get him to engage with anyone is having a dog around. He will not go toward the person, but if there's a dog next to the person, he will put up with the person to be near the dog. It's adorable, but also frustrating.
Closer.
I think they're closer to cousins, honestly. Not... siblings works, but cousins probably the more accurate term, maybe.
There. He's trying to respawn.
That's what you get.
Come on, mother.
In the name of Hades.
Yeah, that's basically it, honestly.
5-second rule. That was 5 seconds, right?
Alrighty. I'll do that.
Perfect.
The weird straight person that got at me. It's kind of funny how often it actually seems to be it works out.
They had their chance.
It's like the same thing with neurodivergency. It's like, oh, friend.
Hi there.
Why, look at you.
Got to hold nice and still. Got you.
Clam.
Got the clam. Don't spend it all in one place, mate.
Yes. neurodivergent folks skip the acquaintance forum. Yep, that's essentially it. I love it when you get those people like, you don't really talk much. It's like, no, I do. You just need to get me on a subject that I care about, and then we will not have a silence in this moment.
Nowhere to hide from me.
And there goes a Death Defiance I did not want to spend. There we go.
Butterflies. Ugh.
Honestly, that works. That'll do it. I think I've done the same with tell me about Greek history. That or coins.
One's regenerating. I can't.
They are as good as dead.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay, that's one I didn't have yet. I will happily take that one. And I fulfilled a prophecy. Hell yeah.
Fish. Another clam.
I'm not even a huge Pokemon fan. Big question. Which Hades voice actor is your fave? I'm partial to Zagreus, but that might be just because we hear it the most. Ooh, that's a good question. So, purely off vocal tone, I would have to say I'm definitely a fan of Orpheus's singing voice, which is technically Zagreus's voice. But if we're just speaking purely for talking, I want to say Zeus, though a little bit of Ares is also in there. There goes another Death Defiance.
Oh, that hurt.
I don't want to spend that. So far, I'm not a fan of the shield. Not having pass has been very annoying.
Olympus, I accept this message. That's a relief.
There's a fishing spot in here. I know I heard the ding. There it is. Oh, that's Dagnabbit. McAfee, fuck you.
Come on up. Like
Every time I get a McAfee, like, oh, you should download us again thing, it closes my game window, and I don't know why. There we go. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to complete this run.
Why not? The ocean's fury.
Alright, let's give this a shot.
Attack us if you did. Fiend, or are you afraid?
I hit the wall like an idiot. I was about to say, wait, health spawn, and then I was like, oh wait, I was born in hell, that makes sense. And there goes the last Death Defiance. Jesus Christ.
Not yet.
I hear you.
End him, thank goodness.
You're next, bull man.
Just get through this fight. There we go. Whew.
That's all for today's show.
I shall stop you by my own hand.
Talk about movies that completely decimated an entire group of animals, to be honest.
There you go, Feedy. Gimme. To the surface. Clear. The temple.
It's still wild to me how that movie, like, absolutely ruined sharks in real life. So many of them, like, got just attacked for no reason because of that movie.
Should come in useful. The power of the gods. If I were a Satysack, where would I be?
I'm gonna have to see if I can get more Death Defiances from her. If I'm lucky. dang it, how many times is that guy gonna poison me in a row?
In the name of Hades.
There we go. At least that's two extra. That's 2 Daft Defiances. That's gonna be good for us.
Got to find something for Cerberus. I got one. Just a gup.
It's a cup. I had the one oh that's probably another one of the ones from the thing.
Maybe it's in here.
I do love the fact that orcas have just basically been known to just sink ships. It's like, fuck those things. Especially yachts. They organize.
Handy.
All right.
Disgusting layers, huh?
And here's the problem. They're standing directly inside of poison pits and I can't get to them. There we go.
Thank you. Olympus, I accept this message.
It was added by my dad telling me a scar across his back was from a shark. That's such a dad move.
That's a relief. Down the chute.
Yeah, this is my scar from getting attacked by a shark, kid.
Passageways. Pleasure doing business.
The funny thing is, like, I wouldn't mind it so much if I could do it too. It's like I can't go in there without just getting absolutely destroyed. Hey, to be fair, these aren't hell demons. This is giant rats. These are not affiliated with hell. They're just living in our attic.
Not yet. Clean.
Oh no! Oh god, not that guy. Nope, there goes a death defiance on that stupid rat. Got him.
You don't scare me, tiny vermin.
They scare me a little bit. That little sucker just wipes out your HP like nobody's business.
Hit me, Daedalus.
Sudden rush. Okay, that works out. I'll take that. I don't know if the lambent plume gets upgrades in this little area. That's honestly a good question to have, I think. I should look that up.
Satyr sac. Oh, what is this stuff? Power of Olympus.
Alright, guys. We're going to do this.
Time to deliver the goods.
The monsters.
I don't know how this one's going to go, but fingers crossed. I've got 1 revive, 340 health.
Here we are then, Aegis. This Beowulf will be most fortunate to have your protection.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Not much, really, besides awakening the aspect of a supposedly unstoppable dragon-slaying warrior called Beowulf. If it has the power to protect him against...
You presently shall find
I am no mere giant lizard is such a line.
Nowhere to hide from me.
Oh, there goes one.
It's my last chance.
You can't withstand.
Oh, hi. Remember me?
It seems you need all of the help that you can get. Darkness.
Oh god, this is way too fucking close. I'm not gonna be able to do it.
We are not finished.
Oh, there it goes. Yep, saw that coming. Whew. Sadly, I think that's gonna be the last run of the night. Seems like most folks have kind of dipped off, and I totally understand. It is late night, but I do want to thank everybody that did stop by.
You're ready for some more of the real.
That's what I figured. If everybody's got to head out, then I will close it up. I want to thank everybody so much for stopping by. Do remember that next Monday we'll be doing this again. Tell your friends. I will be trying to get to the goal. I really appreciate it either way. I'm just going to finish up all the little tiny things here so I close off with a fresh slate.
You know what?
Fan, wait. Where is everybody? New piece there.
Are you the one whom I should thank for this most wondrous...
A renowned court musician ought to have the...
Who can explain the secret art of Daedalus, my friend? Know only that...
Amazing. And a bit unsettling.
Ambrosia. You know the penalty for attempting to...
I can't entirely say I do. Though if it involves lashings and whatnot, I already get more than my share of that, so figured I would...
I say hand over the damn bottle. I'll see that it's disposed of properly. Now, as for you...
What? Wow. I'll cherish her. You know, while I was brutal squaring off against the three of you, I have to say, Meg, I was happy you were with your sister.
You have your pact of punishment to thank for our reunion there. We have to answer to its terms. But my sister isn't.
So you've patched things up then? Going to start spending more quality...
Let's not get carried away. A work assignment forcing our cooperation is not...
But it's a step. Look at what I caught, Chef. We're settled up. I got you more ambrosia, Dusa, and I hope this is okay. I figure maybe you could use...
I'm sorry that I flew away last time you brought me something like this.
Well, look, if I listened to everything I was told, my life would be a lot different and a lot worse off.
And I enjoy yours, too. It wasn't long ago that I was just a...
I remember when we first met. You were carrying 3 bowls for Cerberus and bumped right into me. I went flying, but you cleaned up half of it before it hit the ground. And flew away before I got your name.
I was so embarrassed. Worse, I thought I was done for here.
See you, Dusa.
Dusa is adorable.
I'll take it. Extra keys. Sure, why not? Here's the gemstones. You trying to fleece me here?
Dusa is such a sweetheart.
So if there's anything that I can do for you, Nyx...
Your services were always welcome here.
Thank you, my friend.
It is peculiar. Everybody's disappeared. I wonder what's happening next. I'm just gonna go check the book.
It was only a matter of time, I suppose. Glad to have Lord Hermes on my side. Nakeling's bored. Nothing gets past you.
Suspiciously empty, indeed. But with that, I think that's everything. I'm gonna quit here, but thank you again so much for everybody that joined us. We are now at 60% of our goal, which is pretty good, I'm gonna say. I mean, I'm not exactly what one would call a popular streamer, but I want to thank you guys nonetheless, and I'll see you guys next Monday. Talk to y'all later. Bye.